welcome everybody to our second in our series of 4 Ignite Your Brand live virtual events. We appreciate your being here with us today. Our topic today is working from home and keeping employees engaged and connected. And we've got a great panel of presenters for you today who are going to show you and talk about some great ideas to ignite your brand and keep employees engaged and connected. So let me just talk a little bit about how the day is going to go, our next hour. We've got 4 presenters for you. They'll take a few minutes, about 10 to 12 minutes each, to present ideas, and then we'll have some time for Q&A or questions. In the bottom right-hand side of your screen, you should see a chat room. Feel free at any time to post your questions there, and we will get you answers to that. Also, when you were invited to the event, you may have received an interest form. And on that interest form, we'd like you to keep that handy so you can mark down any of the products or ideas that you see over the afternoon here that you have an interest in and want to learn more about. At the end of the day, you can send that form into your representative, and they'll follow up with you to make sure that we can take care of all your answers and needs in terms of your projects. The other thing I wanted to talk about is that we will have some door prizes today. Now, first I want to announce last week's door prizes. Last week we had winners from all over the country, and there was 4, and hopefully you guys are out there today. We have Evan Rothenberg from Mount Sinai Hospital. We have Pam Foltz from the Sydney Shelby County YMCA. We have Tammy Bowers from A Clear Choice Title, and Dawn McBride from KWS Seeds. Congratulations to the 4 of you for winning our door prizes for last week's live event, and I hope this week we'll have 4 new winners. And so you'll probably want to know, how do I get enrolled? How do I have a chance to win one of the door prizes today? So it's very simple. As we go through the day, if you see items that you like, you can mark them down in an email or on the form that we sent you, and you can send that off to your representative. That will get you entered into one of the door prizes that we offer today. So don't forget to do that. You'll want to get that in by the end of today, and I'll remind you as we go through the day to make sure that happens. So I should have introduced myself first. My name is Kevin Dorella, and I'm the Executive Director here at Safeguard and Deluxe, and I am so pleased to have all of you with us today. And we're going to get things started. Let's get started with our first presenter, which is Rick French. Rick represents Polyconcept North America, or PCNA, and they represent products like Leads, Bullet, Journal Books, and Trimark Apparel. Rick is in charge of facilitating the company's go-to-market messaging and ensuring that resellers and end buyers are empowered with the knowledge to make the right gifting decisions, no matter the application. Welcome, Rick.
Thanks, Kevin, and thanks, team. I'm excited to be here today. And you mentioned Polyconcept North America. You also mentioned Leads, Bullet, Journal Books, and Trimark. Before we start this, I want to remind or make sure that everyone on this call understands that through the Safeguard Deluxe network, through PCNA, there are an additional 45 retail brands, of which you're very familiar, that are available to you for gifting. Things like Camelback and High Sierra, Guess, on and on. So a number of different brands that are available through the gifting season, and frankly, that are relevant to working from home, as is our topic today. So the outcomes that I want to make sure that everyone here walks away with today is that you're familiar with the trends that are happening in the gifting world, and especially when it comes to working from home. And so you're empowered to engage your Safeguard and Deluxe contacts to take advantage of that. You're going to be aware of the availability of these retail brands that I just told you about. So hopefully that we've already accomplished that. You're going to really be in a position to, as Kevin said, fill out those interest forms with specific things and have us follow up to address your needs moving into this 4th quarter, while we are all working from home and frankly probably ready to get out from behind the screen, but here we are. Why Safeguard and Deluxe, and what can they do for you through PCNA? Well, we talked about these top gifting solutions. There are a handful of gift and kitting and packaging options that are available through Safeguard Deluxe, through PCNA. We're going to make sure you're aware of those, because one of the things that's happened is with these in-person events and in-person giving has gone away. So when people are working from home, we've got to ship directly to them. You have to ship directly to them. So we're going to empower you to do that. And these, I won't go through all of these bits, but these are some of the reasons why you'll want to work with Safeguard and Deluxe through PCNA. So if I get back to this theme of working at home, let's show you some product ideas. Let's tell you some of the themes that have developed out of working from home, and what the products are that match up to those. So we have found that within working from home, there are four kind of key areas that are driving choices. They are virtual life, things like we're doing right now. There's people are become much more health conscious when they're at home. Folks are being a bit more practical with their gift choices and frankly their branding choices through this time, and also things have become a lot more family focused. Before we got started on this call, we were all talking about our exposure to the family that we've had while we are working at home. It's been an interesting conversation. But let me get to the product. That's what we're here for. So back to virtual life, working from home. Again, what we're doing now. So see, these are some of the products that are selling the best during this period of time. Things that are on the left, I've got a fleece hoodie. That signifies comfort. And we've seen hoodies and blanket sales when people are working from home skyrocket. Things like this fast wireless charging stand. Now that is a wireless charging, I don't know why I'm saying it so slowly. It's a wireless charging stand for your mobile phone. Most mobile phones are capable of wireless charging now, and when we're working at home, you put it right in front of you and it's charging all day long. A ceramic mug. We have seen a massive spike when people are working from home with basic ceramic mugs because, again, we're at a desk. And so what used to be considered really a pretty basic promotional product and or gift has really kind of moved up in terms of importance. And then this last piece has been a big winner when people are working from home. It's a Rocketbook notebook. Now, if you're not familiar with Rocketbook, it's a retail brand that allows you to write on a special paper, scan the document, and have it upload into any number of cloud-based services that you choose. Now, we can't go into all the details here on this call, but this is an ability or gives you the ability to not have to buy notebooks in the future, but also gives you the immediate cloud-based storage that you're looking for projects. So really a cool thing. These are all available now. And since everyone loves new product, and I had that on the very first slide, these are products that are available in the next 2 weeks. So it's perfect timing that we can, as we move into the gifting season. The Bluetooth headphones on the left side there are a great value and great for working from home as to doing calls like this. The Slim Cooler there from Arctic Zone is popular with these new seltzer waters, whether they have a little adult beverage or not. You know, it's a can cooler that works for those slim cans. Charging cables, but more importantly, this one on the end, especially from working from home, a HD webcam with a microphone, which nobody can really dispute the popularity and or importance of that product. So again, engage your Safeguard Deluxe representatives to find out more about those. I talked about family focus. These are some products to help kind of facilitate that trend. So the Whistler light down jacket is a lot like you might see from Patagonia or other retail brands. It's a down jacket, and as people are home and spending time outdoors, and as we come into the cooler season, it's a great piece. And products like that, obviously. Insulated camp cups. These are insulated, double-walled, copper insulated, like you might hear or see from a Yeti style product, but in a camp cup and for a lot less expensive. This next one is a version of the cooler that I showed you a little bit ago, right, for the slim cans, but this one's for a standard can. That Sherpa tumbler has been an absolute massive success, and I mean massive success, across the country and internationally because it works as both a tumbler and a can cooler. And then, of course, blankets. So I mentioned already, working from home, we have seen blanket activity skyrocket. People want to be cozy when they're working from home. Now, in the spirit of sticking with what's coming that's new, again, in the next 2 weeks, we work with a brand called Roots out of Canada, which is, the best way I can describe them is kind of the Ralph Lauren of Canada, but they're making their way into the US in a big way. So a new sweater jacket that's coming out, a new backpack cooler from High Sierra. This Ziggu water bottle is something that collapses all the way down and then expands, and then a wearable blanket. And what do you mean by wearable? I mean, it's got a button and a hood, so it's just kind of, again, when you're working at home and you're You want to stay warm, a new product to facilitate that. Health conscious gifts. So again, you can see the pattern here. I'm showing an apparel piece and then some other pieces that are working well throughout these other categories of gifting, and all good for working from home. Starting with this, what we call the Dage Eco Knit Half Zip. Now, what do I mean by eco? This product is made from recycled water bottles. And it's really a cool thing. The technology for garments made of recycled materials has advanced tremendously. So these are, my point in telling you that is, these are still performance fabrics. These are moisture wicking fabrics. These are comfortable fabrics, and not what some might think a garment would feel like made from recycled bottles. Really a great piece. This next bottle is a copper insulated bottle, excuse me, that has a UV sanitizer attached to it. So you can pull water out of a source that you don't know just how clean it is. I'm not saying go dig up muddy water, but I am saying if you are questioning the cleanliness of water, put this on, it'll sterilize the water using UV. UV technology also is in this next device, which is great for the desktop, or, again, when we're working from home, come in, put your phone in this charging pad, the phone will charge and the UV light will sterilize the phone. Pretty cool. And then this last piece is a bento box, and it's food storage. So now that I'm speaking about working from home, I might question a little bit what the value is at my desk, but certainly for those folks that are going to the office, then you know that the cafeterias are closed in a lot of cases. So food storage to the office is working real well. So a little outside the box in our presentation, but nonetheless worth looking at. Sticking in the spirit of new stuff that's coming out again in the next 2 weeks, these water bottles, and I say water bottles, just insulated, copper insulated bottles, have some really cool technology built in. The first one has a touchless key built in. You may have seen these before, these touchless keychains that I can use to hit the ATM with or open a door with, et cetera. It's attached to the bottle. So you get a 2-in-1. The next one has an antimicrobial additive added to it. There's another, you can see more stuff coming out. This last piece on the bottom right there, we call that a snood, and it's a winter snood. So it's a water-resistant polyester on the outside and a microfleece on the inside. So you can use it as a mask when you go into a store or you leave the house, but you can just kind of stay warm with it as well. Practical gifts. Now, practical means different things to different folks. Sometimes it means price conscious. In this day and age, it ties into eco-friendly as well. So what I'm showing you here, again, just for working from home, the packable jacket is great because on the fly, you can grab this thing and have lightweight protection when you're running out the house. But it's also made of recycled materials. The computer rucksack, which is right next to it, is inexpensive. And again, great because you're working from the home, but people are starting to do smaller Starbucks meetings or meet for a quick bite. Just grab this bag and go. The next travel, it's called the Traveler Bundle Set. And essentially what you've got there is an insulated bottle and an insulated tumbler, both from a brand called Welly, which is a brand that gives back to creating wells and building and maintaining wells around the world. So there's a give back initiative there as well. And then this last piece, everyone still needs a notebook when they're working from home. And this one is a recycled bound journal book. Now, I grouped these products together and I mentioned eco-friendly before. All of these have an eco-friendly piece. If you engage your Safeguard Deluxe folks, they can have access to our entire collection of eco-smart goods for the home and for out. And know that 1% of the sales goes back into initiatives like building wells and reforesting. And with all the fires and everything that's going on around the world, it's nice to know that you can contribute while you're gifting. Advance, please. Let's go. There we go. These are some new products that are coming out in the EcoSmart collection. It's interesting to see how the technology continues to evolve. And so the fact that I can get a beautiful backpack, a beautiful duffel, a jacket, and even a blanket, and I've felt and held the samples of this blanket. It's comfortable and cozy, just like you would expect from anything else, but it's made from recycled water bottles, and that's just freaking cool. And here's some new products that are coming out in the same spirit. Herschel is actually, this is a dual purpose slide. There are new products coming out in the next 2 weeks, but it's also my time to remind you about those retail brands that we mentioned early on. Herschel is hands down the most popular bag brand probably on the planet at this point. And we are the only people in the world that are authorized to decorate on those bags. So you can get them through your Safeguard Deluxe contacts. Skull Candy, second only to Apple in the audio world, and actually hold the #1 position for audio devices under $100 at retail. You can get a whole array of Skull Candy products through your Safeguard Deluxe contacts. Camelback and Thule. And these are all some great examples of products that are available to you through that network. So there's other people that want to show you some great stuff. So I'll stop there, but I'm going to talk about what now? Now that you've got a handful of ideas, we talked about the 4 buying themes. I know you've written them down and figured out how they apply to your business. What do we do next? Well, the first thing we do is think about how we want to get them to the customer. I told you I would introduce you to a packaging option. Through your Safeguard Deluxe network, we can take a lot of these items and put them together in a box, package them with tissue paper. Well, it's not quite tissue, but a crinkle paper. Have a customized card, a customized label, and ship it directly to your audience who is working from home. You don't have to do the work. Just pick the products and tell us where it goes. So again, engage your Safeguard Deluxe folks. If you want to see virtual presentations of this stuff, get it to your Safeguard folks. They will get it to us. We'll deliver it to you. And we'll deliver it to them to deliver to you. And then we'll call it a wrap on this year.
Awesome, Rick. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, I got a quick question for you. How about a door prize today?
How about a door prize? So I'm going to have to switch screens. Y'all just going to have to bear with me for a second here.
Okay. Tracy, while he's doing that, maybe you can just check the chat room too. See if we've got any questions.
I have just a few questions over here. Let me take a look. Do the Fleet Fast charger stand, does it come in different colors or is it just the one color?
It's just the one color, but we do have other charging stands that do come in other colors, and not just charging stands, but charging pads, right? So a whole slew of those things.
Okay, so there's different options there.
Yes, ma'am.
On that Rocketbook, do you have an item number for the Rocketbook, or is it simply Rocketbook?
Let's go back to that.
You can get back to me in a moment if you'd like. And I also, the backpack cooler, wanted to know the item number on that. So those 2 items we were looking for, and we're going to have to wrap this up in just about a minute or so. So
I'm ready. I just need to share this screen. I had to make sure that you guys couldn't see the pictures of my kids. That what are you seeing now? I apologize. I got this door prize up late. Here we go.
We are seeing you.
Yeah.
There you go. It's starting to, now we see the
okay, you see what you see is a frame and a phone with a cord sticking out of it.
Awesome.
Right? Okay, what a great sales job I'm doing here. This is actually a really cool product. So it gets back, it's like that Glimpse charging stand, but it's a photo frame as well. So people are working from home, you can have your phone charging right in front of you, and also have your favorite photo of the place you want to get out of, or the place you want to get to from behind your desk. So if you follow Kevin's instructions from earlier and get your interest form in, this will be the door prize.
Awesome, Rick. Thank you so much. Tracy, anything else in the chat? Are we ready to move on?
Let me check one more thing here. Even if you're working from home, the bento box is nice because you might want to prep your lunches ahead. That was the only other comment that I saw. Other than that, Rick, thank you very much.
My
Kevin,
pleasure.
back to you.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Rick. And as Rick said, don't forget, send in your interest form or your email with an opportunity or project you want to work with your representative on, and we'll get you entered into the door prize that Rick just presented to us. Okay, moving on. We're getting a little behind schedule. We've got next up, we've got Kirsten Olson, who's the strategic account manager with Showdown Displays, and she's been with them for over 10 years. And Showdown focuses on promoting your brands and messaging on lightweight portable signs and displays. Hey, Kirsten.
Hey, thank you so much, Kevin. All right. So everybody that's working from home, you're probably thinking, really signs and displays? But honestly, as we're all working from home, we all need to have some sort of a backdrop behind us. And so I've got a couple of options that I want to walk you through right now. The first one is our frameworks display. Now, this is really our budget entry backdrop option. This one is 3 feet wide, but we go all the way up to 4.5 feet wide. The really cool thing about this is it's all lightweight aluminum. I mean, I can pull up on one side and I can lift the entire display. You have your banner here. It all has grommets in the corners. So I'll stick it back that way a little bit. But there's grommets in the corners. You just hook your banner on and you're set to go. You're looking at about $170 for the 4.5 foot wide option. Now, if you want to go a step up, you could do something like our economy retractor. I'll move this out of the way. I have our spotlight retractor back in the corner here, but same idea. This one's all backlit. Obviously, sometimes with meeting and being virtual, you don't necessarily want to have a backlit display right directly behind you, but you can do something like our 48-inch economy retractor. The really great idea about that is that it's very easy to set up, take down. You can do that every day because, as we all know, we might be working from our kitchen table, we might be working from a bedroom, we might even be working in our living room. Cripes, for instance, I'm working in my bar in my basement, so we're kind of all over the place, so you kind of need something a little bit professional. The other really cool thing behind that is it allows you to just take something very simple. This is our Deluxe Mini, but you can just simply take it, put your pole in, set your graphics up, and away you go. Now, the other really cool thing, and this is why I brought out this little guy here, our Deluxe Mini also makes a really great desktop calendar because it's something a little bit different. You can put your company information on here. You can post the 2021 catalog or calendar, excuse me. You have a nice little profile to it, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, but it just gives you a little bit of something extra that you can send to everybody. Everything does come collapsed down into this little hardware case here. It's very easy to ship out as well. This item is 262014. Your price point's around $60, and everything is a minimum of 1. Now, if we want to go a step up from there, we can do something like you see this Showdown building here. This is our Eurofit display. The really cool thing about this is you get double-sided graphics. So I have to apologize. I have the exact same graphic on here, but on my large one that I can use for my video conference, I have 2 separate graphics. So we have our Showdown building, and then on the backhand side, I have a black building with some yellow artwork on it. But the really cool thing is that your graphics just slip right over the top of it like a pillowcase. I'm going to try and get as close as I can if you guys can see this. Everything is numerical, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. It's all push button connector systems, so it's super simple to put together. Again, it's aluminum, so it's extremely lightweight. Your graphics are dye sublimated, so you get a really nice high quality print on this. And you simply just slide your graphics right over the top of it, and away you go. If you want to know the item number for the smaller one, it's 280370. The 5 foot is 256230. And I should also say we offer these in desktop size, but we also have 2 foot through 10 foot wide. Obviously, 10 foot wide might be a little big for a home office, but we do have those available for you, and we can do 52, 70, or 54, 72, or 90 inches high. So now that we're out of the backdrop options, so let's talk about things that you can do to, really keep interest of all of the employees and or even customers. So we have a couple of other options as far as signage goes. One of the things that we did for 2020 is we introduced our canvas wrapped frames. This is 1.5 inches thick. It's a wood frame, if you can see the wood inside of here. but this is all UV printed. You normally think of these as things that you would print your family photos on. You would hang them up in your living room. So we do offer these as well in 10 different sizes. Our smallest is an 11 by 14. We go up to a 36 by 60. You're in the price range of about $80 to $250. Again, minimums of 1. But with this, we also do have the sawtooth hanger automatically built onto it, so you don't need to worry about that. And this one that I'm showing you here is the 11-inch by 14-inch display. Now, if you want to kick that up a notch, as I drop stuff, I have, and you'll probably pick up a little bit of everything here. You'll pick up my spotlights, my computer. This is our glossy aluminum sign. Now, the one really cool thing about this is that it has a very thin profile. You're looking at 0.030 inches thick. But the really cool thing about it is it's printed on the aluminum. It's scratch resistant. It's also fade resistant, but you have 2 different options for hanging this or displaying this type of sign. You can do the shadow mount box here that I have, or you could do something like a sign base where then your sign simply sets in there and then it becomes a desktop sign. Now, what's really cool about these is that everybody has started using both the canvas and the glossy as inspirational messages and putting, you know, a nice photo on here. I'm really horrible at quotes, so I apologize if I totally get this one wrong, but a lot of people have been doing that. If you enjoy what you do, you don't work a day in your life or something, however that one goes. But a lot of people are starting to do those for their employees because, you know, we're creatures of habit. We like to be around people. We like to be social, and being stuck at home with our families, it's great, but we want to be out with each other. And, you know, these types of things are great, but employees love small gifts that you can give them. We start out at 8 by 8. We go up to 24 by 36. You're looking anywhere from $17 up to about $200 on these. Again, minimum of 1 on this. I will also state, before I forget, this will be your door prize option. We are going to do this in 11 by 14 inch. That item number is 264207. So again, this is going to be your door prize option for the event today. Now, lastly, before I let you all go, the one thing that you may or may not need, depending on what type of business you're in, is a table throw. Table throws are widely popular, not so much when we're working from home, but the idea behind that is, as you can see, I've got a bunch of product here. I have a little bit of a Hawaiian print underneath it because, you know, honestly, who doesn't need a little Hawaiian print in their life some days? But the really cool thing about it is we offer a wide variety of sizes and styles, and especially if you're in a type of business where you need to be showing off some of your product, you can get a small table set up. I have a 4-foot, I put a larger table throw on it, but we have 4-foot options, we have 6-foot options, 8-foot options, and then you can do anything from, you know, your standard logo, you can do a full color, full bleed, you can do a Hawaiian print, you can do peacock feathers, whatever your messaging is, just have some fun with it, and we do offer that as well for you. That about wraps it up for me. Are there any questions, Tracy?
Awesome. Awesome, Kirsten. This is Kevin. We'll get to Tracy in just a second. I want to thank you, first of all. Great presentation. And who knew you could do so much with displays at home, right? I think that's great.
Right.
I've got a virtual one behind me here, but I do have a showdown that I used for another virtual event I did this week, which worked out fantastic. So we appreciate you. Hey, Trace, any questions for Kirsten in the chat room?
I do have a couple of questions that have come in. The chat is actually very quiet, but they are questions that are coming into my ear somehow. So I will tell you, lead time, turn time, how long does this stuff take to produce before you ship?
Yeah, so we really are anywhere from about 2 to 4 business days from proof approval. So it's really pretty quick. Most of our stuff ships out of Minnesota, so we're centrally located. So we can get products anywhere from about 2 to 4 days, depending on where you're placed in the country.
Can you change out the graphics on the Eurofits?
Yes, absolutely. That's one of the really cool things about it, because that pillowcase option, it just slides right over the top of it. You can replace those graphics with anything else that you'd want to print on them.
And those beautiful shiny print direct displays, can you use a photograph for that, or what kind of artwork do you need for that?
On the glossy aluminum, absolutely.
Yes.
You can print family photos on it. The one that I'm actually showing here, this is actually a photo my husband took. So you can absolutely use pictures on it, no problem.
Fabulous, love it. Now,
Yeah.
Kirsten, thank you so much. That is all the questions that I have out in the audience at the moment. Wait, I got one more. What is the largest size of the aluminum sign?
The largest size is 24 by 36.
24 by 36. Okay, fabulous. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's back to you.
All right, great. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Kirsten. Great job. Appreciate it. All right, and don't forget, folks, you want to win that door prize, send your opportunity email to your representative, and they'll get you entered into the drawing for that door prize. Awesome. All right, next up, we have Rob Newell, who's the National Account Manager at Sanmar. He's got over 25 years apparel experience, and Sanmar is the largest supplier in the industry, a family-owned and operated company that offers clothing and accessories with some of the top exclusive brands like Nike, Carhartt, North Face, just to name a few. Hey, Rob, how are you doing out there?
Doing great, Kevin. Thanks for having me. Happy
you.
Friday, everyone.
Yeah.
Hopefully you all can see my screen. Yep, perfect. Okay. So obviously, working from home is kind of a little different in today's reality. All of you have events, customers, employees that are, trying to make the best of every possible opportunity, but also take care of their family, be active, just like the other presenters were talking about. How can we be our very best? And we're going to dive a little bit into what we're seeing out there in the market today, some of the trends that are going on, but all of your employees and your clients, they're kind of viewing, gosh, this is my new world. And I don't know about all of you, but that's kind of my Monday look in the lower left-hand corner. Everybody is trying to, how do I relate today? And what does that look like? And what we're seeing in the marketplace right now from a trend perspective when it comes to apparel, caps, and bags are really three major trends in the marketplace. And we're going to dive a little bit into those. The first one is called art and fashion. And that's really where we start getting into, kind of some fun stuff to lift you up. Another one is collection essentials. And what does that mean today to, different age groups? Another third key, market is activewear. And, I'm sure all of you have heard of athleisure. Well, athleisure is totally, it continues to evolve and change. And what we're seeing in the marketplace right now is those same employees want to feel comfortable and, have a little bit of pep in their step and make sure that they can not only be in front of a camera or meet with a client, but also feel good about what they're wearing and, where they're going. And, hopefully they're getting active. And that's really what we're seeing in the market. So the first big major trend is really talking about sustainable items. And, the younger consumer today really cares about what their footprint is. Not only do they want product that's made the right way, but also they want to make sure that their impact is, improving society and the world. So we're going to dive into some sustainable items. We're going to talk a little bit about patterns. But color has become, kind of a trend all on its own. The other big trend category that we're seeing in the marketplace right now is what we call collection essentials. And that's where, younger generations, people are, just kind of changing the way what they consider to be a fashion item. So, Carhartt is actually for the runway for some of those younger guys. It's become a trend item and not just a workwear item or somebody who's working on a farm. And then the major trend that we're seeing out there is kind of that evolution of, you know, athleisure. So activewear is continuing to evolve in the marketplace. So we're going to kind of jump in a little bit. Activewear, what does that mean today? In the first quarter or starting, you know, actually this fall, you're going to start to hear this new term called biz leisure or business leisure. That's the new term for athleisure. And really, it's going to talk about, you know, functional items, relax, comfortable, luxury, you know, fit, feel, but also, you know, great layering items. So you can feel comfortable and feel great about what you're wearing, and it can be your favorite, you know, item, but also, you know, you're ready for, you know, a meeting with a client by layering it with a kind of a cool updated, you know, blazer nowadays. So just kind of all day comfort is going to be the key here. So we're looking at all of these items as they, you know, come into the market. One of the biggest trends today, and I think in the future, is going to be that sustainable product. We've introduced the district recycled tee. So we call it the RE-Tee. It's 100% recycled, and it is literally made from the scraps, and those products are repurposed. This is a really brand good kind of a model that we're seeing in the marketplace. All of these, the men's and the ladies, we're looking to expand them down the road, but this is a product that feels good, super soft, but ultimately it is something where you can show an impact in how your company or your employees are using or wearing a product that, you know, is making an impact in the world. So, you know, having your employees wear one of these recycled t-shirts, and by the way, it is super soft, it's super nice, and it just feels great. But this is something that people can really identify with today. We've also expanded and gotten into actually a recycled fleece. So this is the Re-Fleece program that we're introducing, and it's, again, post-consumer, it's not re-dyed, it, you know, is a super soft hand fit feel. We've introduced a couple of other new brands this year. The first one is All Made, and this is a brand that is, again, made from recycled water bottles, renewable beechwood tree, as well as US grown organic cotton. We have about 10 different styles that we've introduced within the All Made brand, and every single one of them is good for the environment, and it's become my new favorite t-shirt. And, you know, granted, I've been wearing clothes all my life. This is definitely my new favorite t-shirt. So kind of cool. Somebody from the apparel industry saying that, crazy. Cotopaxi, this is another new brand that we've introduced into the marketplace. Love the brand. It's definitely younger. It's, you know, has a great feel and look. A lot of people, they want to have a unique look and they want to have a brand that's going to be their own. What I love about Cotopaxi is every single brand is going to be completely unique. The colors are actually going to be called surprise, because we give the sewers the ability to completely pick whatever color they want for each of the features of the bag. Now, your logo will still look great on all of these bags. We may have to use a white version of your logo for, you know, every bag, but these are all going to be super unique, super fun. For the winner today of the raffle, you're actually going to win the collection here. So the full collection, the Lose-On backpack, which I'm showing here today, it's going to have a cool look and feel. Also the Batak, and I've got here just kind of the cool hip pack. So you've got kind of the whole collection to be able to, you know, really identify with the brand and be ready for any kind of outing, whether you're going hiking or, gosh, if you just run into the store and you want to make sure you have all your goodies available and ready to go. Even within some of the other name brands like North Face, we've expanded even more, and, you know, the newer styles are made from recycled polyester. So I'm excited to introduce the Everyday Insulated, you know, family of jackets. We have a vest version and then also a full jacket version. And then also the Castle Rock soft shells. Soft shells are by far the #1 category when it comes to any kind of an outerwear piece in our entire market. So really excited about North Face. You know, bags and accessories, that one size fits all is doing really, really well, especially now for, you know, companies that are trying to, you know, take care of their employees, show a little bit of appreciation. We're seeing headwear, blankets. I call it the one size fits all trend, but huge, huge category in the marketplace. And by far well, our #1 selling backpack is a North Face backpack. So huge, huge seller, and we're just excited to continue to expand, you know, our presence in the market. You know, earlier we talked a little bit about collections, and you know, what does that mean today? And this is kind of a cool, you know, segue. So we're seeing the new consumer, they're looking at certain brands, and it's become a lifestyle. So Carhartt is identifying with, you know, that younger consumer. It's become hip and fun. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something, you know, that you would wear only outside. So we've expanded a little bit more. We're excited to introduce some new lady styles into the Carhartt brand. You know, our 2 #1 sellers in all of Carhartt, we now have an active jack. So a really cool functional, you know, jacket, as well as our #1 selling hoodie. So the Clarksburg full zip hoodie is something on trend. It's in the market, and like I said, it is for everybody. You know, we continue to kind of roll and come out with other gear in the marketplace. Vests are an amazing layering piece. Definitely some of the most popular items if you're, you know, looking in certain marketplaces, financial industry, as well as insurance and some of the other categories. And then, you know, the evolution of t-shirts. We're excited to introduce some Henleys in the marketplace, which are definitely a lifestyle kind of transition piece. Even in Nike, our #1 seller is the Legend tee, men's, women's, children, but a great brand name, yet still budget-friendly option in the marketplace. #1 seller from Nike again is going to be our, well, it's called the Knockout pullover, but another cool, hip, functional style that's comfortable and also has all the performance features. You know, really, you know, most employees, most employers, they're looking for something that is functional yet can be worn and people identify with what they're seeing in the market. So you want to love what you wear. And this is a great example of, you know, kind of a cool, untuck it kind of trend style where you have extra cool detail on the ladies piece especially, but great in front of a camera, great for a trade show when you're in person, but very classy and also streamlined. We're also seeing some athleisure expansion. One of the biggest trends that you'll see in the market coming in the spring is going to be longer length outerwear, a little bit more of that protection, but asymmetrical lines are another huge hot kind of category. And all of these fit into that, you know, I'm active, but yet corporate, and I can do it anywhere. Luxury fabrics, you know, here you'll see Sherpas and kind of some fabric mixing in the market, and we're just kind of expanding more and more. Even French terries, this has become the new blazer in the marketplace, so a great way for you to be able to identify and be, you know, ready for any kind of meeting, but still it looks hip, fun, and this is the blazer of today. So kind of cool. And really color. You know, we talked a little bit about color, but color can really lift you up and change your mood. So when you're looking for certain apparel items, or if you're looking to, you know, motivate your teams or your clients, this is a great way to really set yourself apart and make it memorable and make people feel good and lift their spirits. So color is becoming more and more important. And these are some of the styles that we actually looked at today, where it really boosts that kind of mood and, you know, helps you feel a part of a team. That's really all I got, guys. I hope you like some of the new trends that we're seeing in the market, and a lot of fun apparel, and I can tell you it continues to grow, so it's been fun.
It sure, hey, great job, Rob. And the Cotopaxi set is fantastic. Thank you for that door prize. So I want to remind everybody, that's going to be one you're going to want to put in for, I'm sure. So get your interest forms in and your ideas for projects and opportunities that you want to work with your representative on, and we'll get you entered into that door prize. Hey, Tracy, have we got any questions for Rob out there?
I do have a question for Rob. Number one, I had a comment. How did Sanmar get to be so awesome? That was the first question. So not sure if you have a specific answer for that, Rob?
Yeah, I do. We're family owned and operated. So, what I would say is we care about our customers, and Safeguard is an amazing partner. And we listen. We're family owned, so it gives us the ability to, make changes and make them quickly, and just do what's right for you, and make sure we have the right product at the right time, and stay ahead of the curve.
So I have another question. Can you do client storyboards for ideas?
We do, yeah. We also have curated collections based on vertical markets or events. Our most popular one right now is actually our holiday trend guide, and yes is the answer.
Fantastic, fantastic. I love it. So a customer, if interested, could reach out to their Safeguard Deluxe sales rep, and they would get that information back over to them. One other question, decoration options for the Cotopaxi items. I love the Cotopaxi. They're just such full of color and bright. I love that. How do you decorate those?
Yeah, we're seeing embroidery as well as transfers. Those are the two, most popular decoration methods. But, the cool thing about Cotopaxi is the way it's branded. It's fun. So we're seeing decoration methods right above. Like I mentioned during the presentation, white is always going to be the safe color, because every bag is going to be completely unique. The colors will be different. The zipper pulls will be different. Even the drawstrings, you name it, everything is going to be your own individual surprise. So, white version of the logo, and then embroidery or some kind of a cool transfer, like the logo itself on the bags.
Beautiful. Okay. Sounds lovely. And I have a question. Masks, I think is the question. So I'm going to guess, do you have masks? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, so we have around 20 different options when it comes to masks. Actually, let me pull my little dealio here. That was kind of a fun question. We have a whole bunch of different options that are available. Everything from 3-ply with antimicrobial treatment, like the one that the U.S. government uses, all the way to kind of one and done type styles like face coverings and neck gaiters and all that. So yeah, a ton of options, a lot of different colors. Some are going to have full elastic to, hold it to your head. We have different brand options as well. And currently we're working with some other name brands to come out with, I guess you're going to steal my thunder, but a Nike version and a Carhartt version that we're hoping to take to market early next year. So it'll be fun.
Okay, that's just a little sneak preview of something that is yet to come. Rob, thank you so much. Kevin, that is what we've got for now. Kicking it back to you.
All right, awesome, Tracy. Thanks, and Rob, great job again. Thank you so much for taking the time today with us. Appreciate it. All right, our last presenter of the day, certainly not the least. Let me introduce you to Charles Dugan. He's the National Strategic Accounts person for Gold Star. So for more than 27 years, Charles has been active in the promotional products industry. He was the ASI 2020 Supplier Rep of the Year and the PPAI 2018 Distinguished Service Award winner. He's an Ironman, a marathoner, a triathlete. He enjoys, obviously, an active lifestyle. At home, he is 9th on the pecking order. You're going to have to explain that one, Charles. And so please welcome Charles to Ignite Your Brand. Hey, Charles.
Hey, Hey, Kevin, thank you so much. It is so great to be here. It's so great to kind of finish this off. And as we finish strong, so I'll start off with a little story. Ninth on the pecking order, everybody's like, we're all working from home. And you got to realize, I finally realized my place and where I am in the family. So between my wife, the kids, the dogs, and the chickens, then me. So that puts it all in perspective of where I am. So I do as I'm told. I go get the eggs every day, and I share great ideas. So today, as we look from working from home, I sit at my desk right now. And when I sit at my desk, I look around to the left, I look around to the right, and I see areas where your message can impact your the end users out there in the world, your clients. And that is the coolest part, that we can strategically put items directly on where they're working. Either they're working from the dining room table, they're working from the kitchen table, they're working potentially from a remote office. So those are the things that we're going to talk about today, and that's what I'm excited about. So that's where I want to, from a frame of reference to you, when we work from home, it's like, what does it all include? So a couple things about Gold Star. First of all, why does everybody love Gold Star? Well, one, it's for a simple all-inclusive pricing. So it's a bit very basic. What you see is what you get. And then on writing instruments, it ships free anywhere in the lower 48 as well as Canada as well. So we'll get into our huge types of writing instruments in a second. I'm only going to focus on a couple that are really what's important in today. Another thing with Gold Star is we're a USA manufacturer, so we actually manufacture here in the United States and can bring that to you. And then I think, as Rob had just mentioned about bringing color into it, full color is what Gold Star is all about. And with that, we have tons of creative ideas. So what we're going to look at, being at home is a great thing of being natural, right? So here are 4 different ideas that can actually land on the desk. So the first one is our let's see right here, our recycled pen. Cool thing about this, it's made with recycled coffee grounds. So it's a 30% recycled coffee grounds. You can get the imprint directly on the clip. The other one is made with a wheat straw. And then another thing is with sticky notes. Think of your desk and everything about having that message on there, and then you have the actual sticky notes right there. So think about being eco-friendly, and as a lot of different options are right there. So one thing you'll notice about the imprint, your imprint on all these items will be in full color. So whether if you want to do your full color logo, or if you want to have other items that with either 1, 2 color, 3 color, or full color, that's all included in the price. So you have everything from a recycled water bottle pen to a wheat straw, and as I mentioned, the coffee grounds. What's really hot right now is our gift sets. So think about this as the holidays coming up. How are you gonna thank your employees? How are you gonna share the message? And it all starts out with our value price gift set. So our Bamboe is our bamboo pen is our number one Bamboe is our number one selling pen, and globally. We actually put it together in what we call as the Bamboe offer. So it's made with bamboo. And I want to mention too is no pandas were harmed in the making of this product, just to let you know. So it comes in a nice recycled piece here, which you have the ability of getting laser engraved or full color logo on it. And the best part is minimum is only 25. So great for you on the gift sets. Next thing is our value price that you can have a full color message. So whether you are thanking your employees, thanking your customers out there in the marketplace, this is a great item to do it because you have 3 imprint options. And again, these will all go directly at home and on the desk area. One is you have the outside of the box, so full color. Couple neat things that we've seen just recently of orders. One was a virtual meeting, kind of like this that we're doing, that has the actual schedule on the outside of the box. kind of a cool idea. Another one we've seen is thank you for your support during this time. You open it up and you have your choice of a pen, pencil, or rollerball. Great thing on this is you have the ability of putting a couple different items in there, and the value is only 25 units. So that's really cool in that. And the gift sets, here's one that we just launched, and it has it's our metal pen that has a hand sanitizer in it. And the hand sanitizer, I think, is here to stay. And it's something that you're going to be able to have right on your desk. So this is a really cool item. The gift set starts out at only $3.99, minimum of 25. Again, can't beat it. It's something that everybody should have. But what in the marketplace, what's really hot right now is our antimicrobial protection. This is our USA made pens. We actually add this additive in the pens as we're molding the product, and it is the hottest pen on the marketplace today. Lots of different colors, trim colors, or lots of different messages that you can put on the pen. Whether it's a business card pen, we've done a lot of coupon pens just recently that have coupons that are driving people to a specific site, and it can have your logo, your message, and whatever you want, and it's going to be in your colors. So it's not just going to be a one color logo, it's going to be up to a full color logo where you can have pictures and everything else in there. So that's something we'll talk about in just a second. But antimicrobial, what it is, this is basically how it all works. I'm not going to really get into the real specifics of this, but this is all available for you. Your Safeguard or Deluxe representative can get this information over to you on the product, but it kind of goes over what that is. And our #1 selling pen globally, I mentioned to you, was the Bowie. We just added it with an antimicrobial protection. So this is something, and as we have what the new normal looks like, I think things that have the antimicrobial additives in there are going to be we're seeing is trending very popular, as well as masks too. Two different options we have. Kind of a cool thing. We have one where you can get the full color logo on this particular one. It has an antimicrobial protection on the outside, but let's say if you don't want to imprint the mask, you just want to be able to give away a mask, but you don't want the information on it. Well, our gift, our pouch is for you. You can put a blank mask in there. You can choose from a lot of different colors, pricing, and then you can brand it on the outside. So it's a lot of great things that we can have right there for you. Super cool, super neat. Here's a new thing that can go with you that people will have with them, either on their belt loop, it'll be in their purse, it'll be on their backpack for the kids. It's our alcohol wipe carrier, where you can actually get a full color logo right there, and it has 6 individually packed alcohol wipes. I think that's something as the new norm as we come out of this, what people are going to be carrying with them. The other thing is hand sanitizers. I think this is something, whether, depends on, I think this is something you're going to have in the car. You're going to have this with you. Not only you, but I mean, everybody's going to be able to have this as a great way of keeping germs off. We have this available in the 1 and 2 ounce, again, with your full color logo. So as we create and think of things that are right on the desk, 3 things come to mind. We just talked a little bit about the pen with the full color. Another thing is a coffee mug. As simple as a coffee mug can be your billboard that's right on somebody's desk day in and day out. And when you look at the advertising copy of what that is very important. What goes hand in hand with a pen is a notebook. So I'll show you that in a second. So think of this as we recreate the new norm. What does it look like, and what do you have? And again, a pen is something that is extremely popular. So look at different ways. With Gold Star, what we have is we're the largest non-writing instrument company globally, and what we do is we see trends in Europe, trends here in the States. We bring it to you. This particular pen has a soft touch rubber, and you have the ability of getting full color or a cool laser engrave. So these are just some ideas of how that pen will be used. It'll be right there on the desk with your message coming prominently through. So here are our top 5 stylus pens under $2, which is really cool. So this is, we've talked about the Ellipse. We have our Bowie, which is our #1 selling pen globally. And then we have some new ones. Since we're actually a manufacturer, we design all of our pens. And when you see this, we have some really cool options there. And we have all these particular ones with the stylus on the top. So, and that's important because as you go out, say you leave your office space and you go in to the grocery store or to buy anything, you're going to be able to use a stylus, and that's important. So here is one of our items that is cool from the what's hot. It's a metallic soft touch with the stylus on the top. This is on our value side. And then you'll see a notebook, which is really cool right there. So you see it works directly on your phone. So think of everywhere where you'll be, your message is right there going for it all. So our top 5 under $1. Again, these items are not very expensive in the whole realm of things. When you think it's your message there that is in there day in and day out. And we'll get into the specifics of the cost per impressions and all that. But if you want extra protection, every pen that we offer can be polybagged, which is really cool. So somebody said to me the other day, well, why pens, with everybody going digital, why are pens still popular? Well, how many times have you wrote a note or signed a check that you need a pen? All the time. You need a pen. Pens aren't going away. So this is the first call to action for each and every one of you out there. We have what we call our virtual design boards. It's an ad agency approach, so you can see your logo directly on multiple items. So this is something I want each and every one of you out there to send this to your sales rep, and they'll send it to us, and we'll get these boards created for you. So no matter if you're looking for items that go directly onto the desk, or you're looking for other options, we have this for you. So I want you to send it. Plus, you'll be in the running for our. Let's see what's next. Ding, 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 ding. Door prize. Kevin, we have a door prize. The door prize? So whoever sends the message in, I think on your idea cards, your idea sheets, you'll be entered into the drawing. So you're going to get an order, $125 value over to you, but you're going to get 200 of our antimicrobial pens, and then you're going to get a box of disposable masks. So those are always great for you to have. Masks are very important. So what we do is when we get a box of 50 of them, we put them in Ziploc bags of 10 and put them in each car. So you always have a mask when you're going out there. So that is the door prize of that. And let's get back to, okay, so this morning, as I'm sitting here on my desk, I'm looking around, and what do I have? I have a coffee mug, right? Simple, basic coffee mug is something that you need to have all day long. And as we go through, Gold Star has a lot of different drinkware, whether you're looking for a ceramic mug or you're looking for a stainless steel mug, we have it available for you, as well as our drinkware. Cool thing is 82% had more of a favorable impression of the brand when it was on a drinkware, utilizing a promotional product. As we get into personal items, again, I mentioned items with the stylus are popular, water bottles, and also bags are very important. So as we open up, as we escape our office, because we've been in there so long, we get our drinkware. So go out on a bike ride, you can do a full color, full wrap all the way around this, and with your brand on it, and it'll stay out there with everybody, and they'll be able to utilize it when they're just trying to get refreshed and out there in the marketplace. So
Hey,
what else
Charles.
goes right along with that? Well, bags do. So whether if it's a lunch bag, I mean, even though I work out of the house, I still put my lunch together in this I'll pack my own lunch bag too. Something that you can use. People have it. It's kind of a way that they can have your full color logo right there that they can incorporate in their lunch every day. So another thing you might not have thought about, as well as backpacks as well. So remember this, 9 in 10 recall the branding of a promotional product. So whether if it's a bag, whether if it's a pen, whether if it's a cup, people really love it. And what goes hand in hand with pens is stationery. So, you know, have a nice notebook right there with your full color logo on it. That's right there on the desk. People write notes all day long. In addition to the sticky notes, the journal is a perfect way to get your message out there.
Hey,
And
Charles,
the best part is
we got to wrap it up. We're going
wrap it up. We are wrapping it up. All right. So I'll wrap it up here. Cost per impression is 0.004 of a promotional product. So think about that. Your investment that you're investing in promotional products are definitely it. And we will end with this right here. As you go out and enjoy the outdoors, a backpack is perfect. So with that, I want to thank each and every one of you. Don't forget to send your artwork to your sales rep so you can be entered into the contest. And everybody take care, have a safe and safe Halloween.
All right, awesome, Charles. I know why you're a marathoner now. You can go on forever. Awesome job. So thank you so much. Sorry I had to cut you off. I want to respect everybody's time. We were on this for an hour. So Tracy, don't know if we have any quick questions there. If not, I'll move right to getting us closed up.
Let's go ahead and get right to getting closed up. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, let me first and foremost and thank all of you who attended out there today. I want to give you a quick reminder. This was the second in our series of 4 Ignite Your Brand events. We have 2 more events coming up next Friday on November 6th at the same time, noon Eastern time. We have ideas for meetings, conferences, and trade shows in 2021. And then on November 13th at noon, we have a special Ignite Your Brand event where we're going to give you 3 case studies, maybe more, case studies regarding how Safeguard can help you with your integrated marketing services and omni-channel marketing. So look forward to that. And remember, everybody, get your information forms in, get your ideas in, get your opportunities in to your sales rep, and we'll get you entered into one of the 4 door prizes for today. Thank you to all our presenters and suppliers. Thank you, Tracy, for handling the chat room so well. And we'll see you all again next week. Thank you all.